Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give a review on Love in Limbo by Haji, I believe is how you pronounce this mangaka's pen name. Uh, this is a SuBlime release, 2 volumes long, Boys Love Yaoi series. When I saw this cover, before knowing anything about it, I was like, I'm probably gonna love this. I need to buy this. Uh, and so this is the story about this man here, Kalen, who wakes up in purgatory, basically, and he's told that he is now the head, like, reaper of the uh, afterlife, and he has to protect the citizens of the afterlife from these monster things, and he also helps souls move on and be reincarnated. He used to be a general in the army, I believe, or something like that. So he's atoning for his sins on Earth by being this reaper in the afterlife and helping guide other souls and other people to be reincarnated. And he meets Makoto here, who is a clay doll, uh, and his father, who used to be a doctor and when he was alive, and is the one who created a clay version of his son after his son passed away on Earth. And so when the father died, along came the clay doll that he had made of his son. And so, of course, as you can see, these two fall in love. Uh, Makoto is 18, or he was 18 when he died on Earth. Uh, and this gentleman, Kalen, is like in his 30s, probably. So it is an age gap. And I really, really loved Volume 1. I loved the fantastical element of it. I'm not a fantasy person. I've said this before on this channel. I don't love fantasy stories. However, it doesn't mean I can't appreciate a fun story. And this has very cute little moments. I don't know if it's focusing. There we go. Very cute little moments like this with the faces. It's got some fun little, beautiful kind of scenery and these little one-eyed bunny things as well. Uh, I really love the character designs, and I think I'm just trying to find some good, like. No, there's a cute one of some of the other little fantastical creatures and some of like food and stuff. There are some very detailed panels, and then there's a lot of, you know, less detailed stuff. But for a yaoi series, this does have a lot of detail in it because there's quite a few yaoi series where you end up with just white backgrounds and it's only ever characters that are drawn and there's never backgrounds. This one does have some beautiful backgrounds and some beautiful scenery in it, because they're in like a fantastical sort of world. They do fight monsters, so there's a bit of action as well. This one is a very kind of plot driven, uh, sort of figuring out Makoto's existence as this clay doll and what his life was before, and the backstory of the father and why he felt the need to make a clay doll of his son who had passed away. And yeah, it's very interesting. I read volume 2 today, actually, because it came in the mail yesterday, and I didn't enjoy it as much. It got much heavier into like the story, whereas volume 1 was much more lighthearted and fun, kind of slice of life sort of feel, and with a bit of action. But this went really deep into like, uh, this plot that I didn't care too much about. I more just wanted to see the fun shenanigans that them and their friends are getting into in the afterlife. But I mean, overall, it was pretty good. But I think I'd much faster reread Volume 1 many times before I went and tried to reread the whole series, because Volume 2 just wasn't as interesting to me. Um, and it is a yaoi. It has the explicit content warning for a reason. It does have very explicit sex scenes in it, but yeah, I liked the character designs, and I really liked the fun slice of life feel that Volume 1 had. And unfortunately, it didn't continue exactly that way in Volume 2, but if you enjoyed the story aspect, then this is a good one because it does really go into the story in Volume 2 as well. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm glad I bought it because it would always be something I would wonder about if I would enjoy it or not. But yeah, I think Volume 1 was more enjoyable for me personally because I don't like fantasy stuff, and this went really into the storyline. Uh, but the art is fun and cute. I really enjoyed it. Um, and the sex scenes were all consensual. There was no coercion or anything going on. You could technically argue that because of the age gap, there's, a power dynamic and whatever, but honestly, uh, it doesn't feel that way because, first of all, he is 18. Second of all, he knows more about the afterlife than he does because he just showed up. And this guy, Makoto, is showing Kalen around and showing him his job duties as opposed to, like, Makoto being this new and not knowing what's going on kind of thing. Yeah, it all felt consensual, and the father uh, just wants the kid to be happy, so doesn't really care, which I felt was refreshing. Um, he's being protective because his son is with this much older guy, but doesn't care about the fact that it's a man that he's with and doesn't really genuinely disapprove. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I more liked the fantastical little cute creatures and the fun little slice of life moments, but it was worth picking up. And if you like yaoi, then I would suggest picking this one up. It's only 2 volumes, and it was quite fun. If you've read Love and Limbo, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you have any questions, please leave them down below as well. Thanks for watching.